Hey there and welcome back to SnowRunner. Off we are though. We are going to work for, well, the gold mine company once more though. We have done all the races, races against time, so contests. We have done all the tasks. Now only that remains are of course, the conveyor belt sections and other doodads from the gold mine. We also have collected all watchtowers and of course upgrades. So that's beautiful. And the Yukon map is at 82% for those that are curious. And we have around 12 missions left though. Very interesting. Now deliver to the conveyor section 1. Consumables 4 times. Fuel 2 times. Metal beams 2 times. And cabin zone 2. Apparently we have 2 out of 1 there. So that has probably to do with the mission that we already have done before. Which I do like. Which is very interesting, by the way. That he do not get consumed. That is actually pretty nice, though, because it's a cabin where they are actually walking and living in. Meaning, you don't need more than one if you don't have more than one group of workers, though, right? So that makes a lot of sense. We are here in the ANK MK38. And I kind of want to unlock the other ANK too, now that I have this one. Well, we had the other one too, to be very fair with you. But now that I do drive this one though, and it's very expensive with fuel, as you can see. We just left the garage. And yeah, we can go min-maxing a little bit though with the fuel consumption and all, but in my opinion we don't really need that right now though. But yeah, we gotta be a little bit careful at least with it. It's a hauler though, for real. This thing is quick, doesn't take much damage, it has balloon tires, so it is really up here. I love it. Yeah, so it's going to be a massive job though. We could do all of that probably in, well, two hauls, yeah. If we went for the same way how we did the gold mine itself. With the massive 6-slot trailers though. Do we really want that each time? Not me though. Now what do we have here? Small pipes, we got fuel. Let's go with the fuel. What do we have else over here, by the way? Just in case, cement, metal beams, that's nice. 2 left, yeah. Consumables, nice. So we do need 4 consumables from here. Remember, this truck is really nice though. But it's really bad if it has a trailer attached to it. It doesn't really has the torque, sadly, to handle that. Keep that in mind. I'm kind of recommending also to wear a seatbelt at all times, though. It doesn't matter. But especially in this truck, though. I mean, you don't want to hit on something, get to a stop, and your knees are actually catching up against one of those dashboard pins and pricks. Yeah, that's going to hurt big time on your knees though. High gear all the way. I kind of want to go to the warehouses first before we are going to tear down any of these buildings. Because if we don't have to use these buildings, somehow in my mind it's like somebody might see it, might inspect it. I think like, only needs a couple of windows though, huh? Then it's a complete house. Let me build that. Yeah, I really do like progress though. Really do like it. I'm not really sure if we can do this one though. But off we go trying. Because if we can, this one is so close to the warehouse, you can not see it, but it's right around there though. And so far the ANK is really holding up. Sure, it's being pushed to the side. I mean, even if it will tip over though, it's so close by to a recovery point that any vehicle with a crane will just get over here without any issues. Oh yeah, not bad. Let's go in low gear plus. Stable low gear after all. There's nothing on this world that can beat, you know, countryside vibes though, can it? Man, what a dream though, huh? To have woods like this just to drive around there with your truck. Whether it's a scout type of truck or a full-size truck though, you gotta admit, we are made for this stuff. Whoppa. That's that. Consumables 4 times. We know where to get those. Let's see. Yeah, that's bricks and all. So that's good to know. This is a cabin zone, by the way. Yeah, we did place 2 cabins in there. And I'm not sure how many we will need later on. But we will see, right? Now, good for us, though, by the way. There is one little route over there. And one over there. I'm going to take one of them first right now. And maybe another one right over there, though. So yeah, consumables. Oh, wait. What was that? Well, at least they are unlimited, though, around here, though. It's kind of strange that it changed up, though, because, you know, we did load it directly on our truck over here the last time we were at this spot, though. So one might imagine, you know, Paul, the worker over here on the warehouse, might think like, oh, he wants to have it on his truck again because it doesn't have a crane with him. You know, Paul, I really would have loved that, though. Now, we don't have a lot of extra fuel, but I think we can make this, though. Yeah, balloon tires and everything, boys. Let's go, let's go. Famous last words. Balloon tires and everything. Let's go, let's go. I think we are going to go around the left side around here. Makes only sense because the delivery point is on the left side too. Oh boy. Yeah, this truck is not super tip heavy though, so that's nice, but we still ought to be careful though, you know what I mean? Whew. I had cleansed my butt there for a little bit. Always helps though, doesn't it? The mighty muscle of Maximus Glutimus. Such a funny name, but if you think about it, huh? What shall we call this? An old Roman said. Mine is rather fat though. Let's call it Maximus Glutimus. Remember over here we were with the 4-on grad though, a couple of episodes ago. Yeah, Big Boy was hauling a little bit more than what we are doing right now. A little bit heavier load, that is. But still, you know, like... the ANK is really going through it. Real easy, though. No. That's the beauty of the balloon tires. That was a little bit of demon, though. Yeah, any off-road truck would struggle there. Let's pack the cargo again and let's keep on moving and grooving. By the way, I'm actually thinking about uploading some expeditions. Maybe after the Yukon, or maybe like an in-betweener, or maybe as a Sunday special though. I'm not really sure about it, but we could also do it after the entire SnowRunner saga, you know? But in general, I'm really looking forward to play that game too. I bought it since day one, never ever played it though. I have almost all DLC. I know there's some paint job release or something, you know, and there's one other small thing that I did not buy yet, but I will not go bankrupt though if I buy it once I'm going to play that. Ooh, of course we had to kiss that tree. It was a pretty tree of... Yo. The rock was jealous. Look at the damage though. Yeah, by the way, this cabin to the right over here is such a better cabin to have on a location like the Yukon. There's no town close by, nothing though. So, yeah, those cabins are more than enough though. You spend most of your time, you know, living outside anyways. Hunting, fishing, preparing, smoking, you know, making jams and collecting berries for the jams, of course. And by the way, smoking, not cigarettes, smoking meats and fish and all. Oh, you know, You know what's a nice little snack though? You know, some people really enjoy pork chips, right? Of real meat. There are some very small salted fishies, smoked, completely dried. Don't eat them like chips though, because you know they stag on in calories. But they are very nice though. If you don't like beef jerky, maybe you do like that. It's really good. All right, let's go for another haul of consumables. The workers have to work, of course, and they have to feed. I don't think they're going to eat on site like 4 entire crates full. That's like what? 7 tons of food, maybe 6 tons of food. Yeah, I doubt that though, but I think they're going to take that with them to the cabins. Look at the fog though rolling over here. I keep seeing it though, in episode to episode. But isn't this a perfect picture? You know? Isn't it? Man, it is beautiful though around here. So beautiful that I actually do want to make a picture myself right now. It's kind of weird though. I never make a selfie. There's probably like 6 pictures of me somewhere on the internet, and that's about that though. But everything else, yeah, nowhere to be found. And here I am making daily pictures of our little hauls and here and there. I have to do it, of course, because of thumbnails and all. But it feels so weird. But then again, I do love to make the pictures here, right? You know? I do love the trucks. I do love the nature. I do love making progress. Alright, big boy, just haul her up, though, before the tail is going to be swiped a little bit off. There we go. Now, this is the second one, though. So we have 3. We have one over there, one that we just done, and one normal route. And technically you could be crazy and take that route over there, but that will lead to nowhere. So yeah, 3 routes towards a little island over here though. It is very nice. Yeah, look at that. We have a tree going this way, right there at the bank over there. On our right side of the truck snows. Better avoid that though, because it's the long way and we cannot go the long way though. Okay, nice. Got crushed. Alright, and we are right here where we were before. Wait a minute, was that a mushroom that we did pop? I think that was a massive mushroom. Something orange did pop there on the floor. To be fair, this route is a little bit slower at start, but it's way quicker though in general. Way quicker. Take this route. You will love it. You will love it, good sir and madam. To be honest, it's a sausage party on my channel for the first time ever. You know, I uploaded all types of games and so on. I have a massive broad appeal to games, though. I play them mostly for the story, skills, and of course, you know, if it has a beautiful environment. So, you know, like immersiveness, in other words. If you combine all these 3, it's immersiveness. And it's gameplay is, of course, massive part of skill, you know. So, you know, that is very important. But yeah, you know, like I uploaded all types, and I actually had a channel that was around 45% female to male audience. Now we have 100% male though. It's a massive sausage party here. But yeah, that happens, right? When you have taste and in class. You know what I mean? Let me get my truck and go through the mud. It just feels right. The boys are well fed after this delivery. There are like 12 crates of food, man. That is a lot. There we go. So what now? Metal beams. Let's go grab them. Alright, metal beams right over here to the warehouse close to our warehouse. Nice. We have unlimited supplies over here too, so that's pretty decent though. There's only 2 more halls though, isn't it? Wow, time flies by. Time flies truly by though. The conveyor belt section 1. Man, it is going quicker than I thought it will be too, right? You know, like, that's a surprise. Normally, these tasks can take quite a while, especially if you have to do a couple of times. This one is actually like 3 missions or something. And yeah, 3 missions to the same location though. I mean, we are lucky that this one is really close by. The other ones, they are close by too. But yeah, I wonder how it actually will be later on though, right? You know, like I heard that they're going to keep repeating a lot of these types of missions though, where we have to build and deliver over and over and over. And I'm not sure about that though, but I believe it. I 100% believe it. But I'm not sure how I have to think about it. That's what I'm trying to say. Wasn't here to the left a route that we... Yeah, there. Let's go with that one. So yeah, you know, like... yeah, it just feels like... How far will he go? You know, like... It feels like... Either it goes massively wrong... At the beginning... And... Because it's a new thing, so let's go all in, you know what I mean? A lot of people have that mentality. Or it's more like, let's just trim it down from the start and let's go, right? You know, so we will have to see about that though. But this just feels right so far. It's a very heavy cargo though, so... Yeah, it's more dense, hence we are going a little bit more through the mud than normal. But again, this is not an issue. Balloon tires, we are doing fine. Now the current, on the other hand, could be a massive issue. Let's just go right between the thick rocks here, to the left. And right. Oh, there's one in the front too that we did not see. We're gonna launch towards the left. Oh yeah, I do see it right there. Interesting. Low gear plus. Yeah, it's very difficult terrain, so low gear plus is a better choice than high gear. The water is really flying in the air, so if you want to conserve some fuel, go into low gear, or even low gear minus if you really want to go slow and steady. By the way, I wonder how much money we are getting for this task. I did not check it though, but we will see once we do deliver everything. Alright, only one more. Would be funny if we would actually fall into the river right there though, huh? Right at the end, like we did so many times. Well, not in the river though, but in general. Wow. We lost 2 bars from power to weight. 2 because of 1 steel hull. I like that though, but man, that is a lot though of power loss. Boom, there we go. S plus again. Gold mining started. Conveyor belt section 1 completed. Beautiful 11,000 though. Well, it's a job that is actually 3. Normal jobs pay around 47k. So, yeah, this is actually a little bit okay. A little bit on the top tier, you know, like between okay and top tier. Very lovely though, very lovely. But that says we want to do a couple more though, right? You know, but we will do that in the next one. So stay happy, stay healthy, and don't forget to subscribe and have a wonderful time though. Bye bye.